Sometimes you wonder whether it is possible to live without it. You try figuring out, wrapping your head around it, but you just can't fathom anything. Certainly not. It's because it came into existence with existence. From the very first day God created the world, set the world in place, it all centered on information. From that moment till now. It's called information. It's key. It's vital. It's an integral part of our existence. Under no circumstance can we live without it. It saturates the atmosphere. We are in it. It affects us directly and indirectly. Good morning and welcome to King's Local Daily on King's 88.5, your radio vendor. Today is Tuesday, the 17th day of June 2025. I'm Sam Andrews. These are the papers in on King's Local Daily. Daily Observer, The News, The Inquirer, Front Page Africa, In Profile Daily, Oracle News Daily, The Independent, and The Authoritative Heritage. Two events dominating almost all of the papers on the newsstand in Liberia today. The potential, if not indictment of former House Speaker Fonanti Kofa and others, and the window shopping of the 285 yellow machines by the Unity Party-led government. This is the lead story of the Daily Observer newspaper. Kofa orders indictment imminent. Top judicial source revealed. They together the lead story, front page, Daily Observer, one of the doyen newspapers, been surviving the odds around for rack of ages. Kofa orders indictment imminent. Top judicial source reveals. The sub-lead story, the AML debacle, also an oversight failure. AML is ArcelorMittal, Liberia. Buakai suspends LTA acting chair amid corruption allegations, but watchdog says president's action is belated. The back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Malaria vaccine brings relief to mothers in Riversets. That's the lead story of the back page. Malaria vaccine brings relief to mothers in Riversets. Let John T. Woos hailed as a man of peace and principle. The Daily Observer is out today for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy, you ought to. It's compulsory for just 40. Reach out to any one of the vendors and ask for the Doyen Daily Observer newspaper, credible, reputable, authentic, reliable. You want to do business with them, I recommend, and you would not regret it. Next up on King's Local Daily is the news, the nation's news since 1989. This is the lead story of the newspaper. No indictment of lawmakers yet. Criminal court takes charge of arson case. The lead story of the paper. No indictment of lawmakers yet. Criminal court takes charge of arson case. The paper is asking a question, and it carries the accused former House Speaker, Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, Representative Dixon Sibo, Representative Abu Kamara, Representative Jacob Debbie, and the only lady, Priscilla Cooper, who most of the papers that shielded, protected, avoided her picture coming are now doing it from our pressure. For weeks, they will publish the names, the photographs of Abu Kamara, Fonati Kofa, Dixon Sibo, and they will not place the photograph of Representative Priscilla Cooper. They have now seen the need now to insert her because she's part of the equation. She is the insider, the one that will be used by Unity Party to serve as state witness against Councillor Fonati Kopa and the rest of the guys. She is implanted to tell the court that they planted everything. She's on the front page. The sub-lead story, US $20 million financing pack to boost private sector growth. The back page of the news. The nation's news since 1989. MRU convenes to establish joint technical commissions for boundary delimitation. Africa CDC Regional Director in Liberia, Rick's principal, urges government to give priority to education. Relaunch of Fangalo, that's Fangada, Dam sparks hope for food security. Youth empowerment in Lofa. FLY, the Federation of Liberian Youth, holds Pan-African Youth Town Hall meeting. The newspaper, The Nation News, since 1989, one of the credible Doyen newspapers on the newsstand, been around for forever, which you want to do business with. They are credible, they are reliable. For just $40 Liberian dollars, you can get a copy of the newspaper with this lead story. No indictment of lawmakers yet. Criminal court takes charge of arson case, with the photographs of former Speaker Fonati Kofa, Representative Dixon Sibo, Priscilla Cooper, Abu Kamara, and Jacob Debbie. Reach out to any one of the vendors and request the newspaper. If you are unable as per your location, then your radio vendor, Kings 88.5, has done it for you by bringing the paper to you. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Kings 88.5. Kings Local Daily. The Inquirer newspaper, another Doyen newspaper, they too credible, reliable. This is the lead story of the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. Kofa orders pre-indictment trial begins. Did you get the lead story of the Inquirer? Kofa orders pre-indictment trial begins. The photograph of the man who would now preside over the alleged Axon Caves, George Roosevelt Willie, on the front page. This lead story: UNDP CDA certified 14 high-performing cooperatives in 6 counties. LAA boss Lord Waka for Turkish technical team's assessment at RIA. The back page looks like this. NRR CBL extend deadline for mandatory national registration, mandatory national ID registration. Yala family in corruption allegation in Bong as residents demand accountability in US 5,000 bridge project. That will be doing it for the Doyen Inquirer newspaper, another Doyen newspaper on the newsstand. They've been around forever. You want to do business with them, they are reliable, authentic, credible. They are out today, as usual, for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy from any one of the vendors with this intriguing headline: Kofa orders pre-indictment trial begins. Away from the Axon trial headlines to Yellow Machines 285, the rest of the papers are reporting it as their lead story. Front page Africa. From fixer to spoiler, the paper is asking. From fixer to spoiler. It carries the photographs of Vice President Jeremiah Cohen and officials of China or South Korea displaying to him some of their products they got for sale. Under probe for duping, NPA boss Sekou Dukle under police investigation for allegedly defrauding Chinese business partner of US 3.6 million, denies claims. Is the other story on the front page of Front Page Africa. As far as I have been observing, except for 2 papers, the rest of the papers have refused not to publish anything like this on him because he is a millionaire at the National Port Authority. He can dish out money at will to any media institution. Based on that, they thought to keep their cool. But they will run with other issues. Even when they have little or no substance, it will be on throughout. But this one that concerns a high-profile figure of Unity Party government, the man who sits at the Port Authority, accused of duping a Chinese national of 3.6 million United States dollars, doesn't make the headline for the other papers. We can understand it's Liberia's culture. The back page is all sports. Dolly omitted from Slava Prague preseason squad amid transfer speculation. The front page Africa newspaper is out for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy, please? Front page is as credible. Good paper. You want to do business with them, you wouldn't regret it. I recommend you do. They are out, as usual, every day for just 40 Liberian dollars. Reach out to any one of the vendors and just ask for front page Africa. Tell the vendor, hand me front page Africa newspaper, and you will have it. Next up on King's Local Daily is the In Profile Daily. Lead story. In China, CONCAF's Yellow Machine deal. In China, CONCAF's Yellow Machine deals. The lead story of the In Profile Daily newspaper. Other stories: EU signs 25 million financing agreement. LAA commends President Boakai. The back page. MDR Youth Congress accused Dillon. MDR Youth Congress accused Dillon. This is the party of the late Senator Prince Yedu Johnson. Said the Mayor Siafa charged. He tried cheating, covering up corruption, and putting other people up as surrogates. But investigation goes deep, reveals the shady deeds he is carrying on at the Moravia City Corporation. Too many. You can never trust any government official. They will sound like angels when they are not in. When they get in, they jump in the red oil. Minister Dagosa extols China and reflects continued support to Liberia. UNDP satisfied 14 high-performing cooperatives. The In Profile Daily newspaper is out like the other papers for just 40 Liberian dollars. Reasonable amount. You want to get a copy so that you have a full understanding of how it is going in China with the Yellow Machine. In China, CONCAF's Yellow Machines deal. The lead story of the In Profile Daily newspaper. Never shield yourself from information. Get involved. Get fully engaged with it. It's vital. It's an integral part of our existence. Avoid being tossed to and fro, so that you are not used, abused, and exploited by the informed. The Oracle News Daily is next up. Lead story. Revamping mining revenue. House Committee seeks increases in royalties and tax rate. The lead story of the In Profile, not the In Profile, sorry, Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Revamping mining revenue. House Committee seeks increase in royalties and tax rate. The back page of the Oracle News Daily. 9 memorials built at massacre and mass grave sites across the country. 9 memorials built at massacre and mass grave sites across the country. The sub-lead story back lead of the Oracle News Daily. Liberia praised for deflagging all Iran oil smuggling vessels. It's the sub-lead story back page of the Oracle News Daily, which is out today for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy from any one of the vendors. If you haven't yet, please do. Next up is Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent, another Doyen newspaper, like the Daily Observer, Front Page Africa, The News, and the others. The Independent, for record ages, clear for me, they being around. They survived and still surviving the odds. So you see why you must do business with The Independent. Take your business to them and they would serve you comfortably. This is the lead story of Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent. GTMS and government deal backfires as senators take issues with executive branch. Something deep is happening. Some honor cuttings happening. Government is deep. GTMS and government deal backfires as senators take issues with executive branch. The photographs of Senator Prince Moi, Justice Minister Oswald Tue, the NPA manager who is on a probe accused of duping a Chinese man of 3.6 million United States dollars. Sekou Dukle, Lacra, that's LRA boss, Double Jala, and Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustin Kwengafuan are all on the front page. They are running against time. They must fix that. They must tell the senators what is happening with that deal. If somebody undercutting, somebody bribe taking, it must be known. The footnote story, front page. Female diplomat training underway as FSI UNITA sign pact. The back page of The Independent. Liberia risks U.S. sanctions as Trump issues threat. The back lead of The Independent newspaper. Liberia risks U.S. sanctions as Trump issues threats. United States President Donald Trump and Liberia's President Joseph Nima Boakai are sharing the back page of The Independent. The sub-lead story, UNDP CDA certified 14 high-performing cooperatives. Liberia to host major trade and investment conference in Monrovia. The Independent, another Doyen newspaper, just so you know, is out today for 50 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy from any one of the vendors, so that you have a full understanding of the headline. GTMS and government deal backfires as senators take issues with executive branch. It's coming up to 25 minutes after 11. 5 minutes, we out. The last but not the least, the authoritative heritage on King's local daily, and then we zoom out. This is the lead story front page. Heritage. LAA boss hails President Buakai after Turkish team concludes strategic RIA assessment. He's Jerem Mesko. The footnote story. President Buakai suspends LTA acting chairman Abdullah Kamara for serious corruption allegations. That's the footnote story, front page of The Heritage. President Buakai suspends Liberia Telecommunication Authority acting chairman Abdullah Kamara for serious corruption allegations. This, in my opinion, is belated because too many claims, tons of claims came on this man, and he was shielded, protected by the very regime. Now, their cup is overfilled. The back page, Yellow Machine deals revamp as VP Cohn inspects factories. The footnote story, back lead, back page, Kofa orders bomb. Sufficiency question, but MROU unite for boundary reaffirmation. Liberia EU sealed 20 million deal to revolutionize private sector. The Heritage, the authoritative Heritage is out today for 40.